Hello, everyone. This is Miss Geneva Tarot, and today I'm going to be sharing some law of attraction tips that I felt guided to share with all you lovely souls. And then we're going to move forward into an abundance tarot reading. Actually, it's going to be a tarot and oracle reading. I have two oracle decks sitting out here, and of course, my trusty Osho Zen tarot deck that I always use. And if I haven't mentioned it already, we're doing all 12 zodiacs. So each and everybody here is going to get some advice today from your guides, from spirit on how to call in your abundance. All right, you guys. So I'm just kind of shuffling out of habit here, and we'll see if there's a direct message in general from your guides on law of attraction. And as I do, I'm just going to let you guys know that this is just going to be a very basic touch base on some simple tips on law of attraction. As time goes, I would love to share more with you guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you want my next video to be on. Share some of your tips of law of attraction that worked well with you. All right. So this is what I'm seeing here. I mean, I feel like a lot of you just doesn't realize that all the thought bases that you got going on in your mind is recreating. Yeah, and some of you get kind of a little bit offensive too, right? Like, I'm not doing this to myself. But the reality of it is we're all doing it to ourselves, okay? Because the universe doesn't know the difference between good and bad. It just knows energy. And whatever energy you're putting out, it's just going to re-multiply. So let's say you've been in have a financial despair for quite a while. So your thought bases are always scared kind of thoughts of where your next meal is going to be, how you're going to pay for your car, whatever it may be. And since the universe cares about you so much, they're going to put you on a pedestal and they're just going to keep remultiplying all the different things that you're thinking about. So you need to be consciously aware, all right? Kind of detach from that and start I like to do like pretending I'm in like a virtual reality, right? Because you wouldn't put on that headset, get in that game of virtual reality, and then, deal with your bills or taking the trash out. You're going to think, some really high imaginative thoughts. You're going to be living your best life, right? So, one of the things with law of attraction is really to be detached. And I want to thank Amanda for saying that to me in a message a little bit ago, because I was kind of trying to think of what the wording would be, all right, that I would need to use for you guys to understand that. So we need to detach from what it is in the moment and, just allow the feelings to build of what it is that we really want. So we need to take control of our daydreams, what we think we're capable of. And sometimes we got a lot of garbage going on upstairs. We're not even aware it's happening, right? So one of the first things I would say to do is kind of sit down, write down all the chaos, all the good things, all the bad thoughts, emotions, things of that nature that are going through your mind, and figure out what you need to keep and what you need to get rid of. And I'd also give some thought of what mindset you are entertaining compared to a mindset of somebody that does have the life that you want. All right. So think about what they might not be worried about. They're probably not worried about their next car payment, right? Or how they're going to, do this or do that. They feel secure. So you can kind of analyze that, you're on a different energy plane than this person. So once we start to figure that out, then we got to figure out how we're going to move ourselves up. One of the first things that I did with law of attraction is kind of be like, well, okay, let's figure out some simple things that I really want, but that's not really attainable for me at this time, right? And for me, I wanted to pick something simple because, most of us are going to have a hard time coming from a place of lack thereof and then believing you're a millionaire, right? We're going to have to take a couple steps before we can get ourselves there. So for me at that time, having weekly massages was just not something I could afford. I would not be able to entertain, the idea of that. So what I did is I just started visualizing. All right. And this is what's going to go into my next technique is see it, feel it, live it. All right. If you can see it, visualize it, you can feel the feelings of having it like, you're really living it and allow it to build within you, then it is inevitable that you are going to live it. All right. You just have to have faith in yourself and take control of where you're aligning your thoughts and allowing your emotions to go, right? Because every emotion that you have starts with a thought base and then the emotion follows in tow. So if you can take control of your thought bases and keep it in positive and an abundant state of mind, then the next thing you know, you're going to be abundant or have more abundance, if you will. All right. So one of the things is picking something that's unattainable for you, but that's not a big, a big shocker if you did attain it, right? So for me, as I was saying, it was massages, and I kind of put that out to the universe, and I kind of daydreamed about it, and I thought about how amazing it would be because I'm kind of a natural girl. I don't like doctors, and I've had a lot of pensioners and different things going on with me, to where massages are pretty needed to keep me moving the way I needed to and feeling good. So I just imagine how good that would be for me, and then I kind of forgot about it, you guys. I handed it over to the universe and just gave it no more thought. And before I knew it, within a couple weeks, I'm dead serious, I was getting massages weekly. The universe found a way, and what I was doing is bartering services. And with two different massage therapists, and was able to get biweekly massages from the both of them. So all you have to do is have faith in yourself. Don't let that critical mind get in the way and start over analyzing, because that's just going to recreate those issues and keep your abundance away. So one of the things I really want you to be aware of, that's really important, is letting it go. All right. So I tell you guys a lot of times to think about it as going to a restaurant, your favorite restaurant where you trust the chef. So when you put that order in, you don't have to give it a second thought, right? They're going to put it together perfectly. When it's warm and ready, your waiter or waitress is going to bring it out to you, and you just know that it's going to be perfect. With law of attraction, it's the same thing. Think about what it is you want. You might even write it down so you can put that order in, right? Hand it over to the universe. Let it go. Have faith that when it's ready, it's going to appear right there in front of you. All right. So that's a big thing, because as long as we're holding on to it, that's what the universe thinks you want, that you want to be in that area, in that plane of waiting. Okay. So we have to be really understanding of how our energy really is creating or keeping our abundance away. All right. So very cool. So, well, that was one of the first things I did. And another thing that was a really big eye opener for me on this visualization, and just really feeling those feelings and watching it manifest, was one night. I don't know if you guys have heard of a pink princess, but it's a very beautiful plant. And it was quite pricey a couple years ago. Now you can get them other places and they're not as expensive. But at the time, I was a beginner gardener, and I've killed a couple plants. I put money into them, and I had murdered those babies. All right. So I was a little bit on the fence if I should be putting the money in to buy a pink princess. And I sat for probably 2 hours, you guys, if not longer, in the middle of the night, just looking at these photos and drooling over it and imagining how beautiful it was going to look on my table, and how big it would get and how good it was going to make me feel to have it there, those beautiful pink leaves. So I go ahead that night and I order a different plant, another plant that was more in my budget, that I knew I could take care of. And a couple of days out, my plant comes in the mail, and it is the pink princess. All right, you guys, literally the gardener sent me, I can't talk all of a sudden, sent me the wrong plant and sent me the plant that I had been drooling over the whole time, and I guess manifested. So instantly I get on my email, I message her, I said, hey, you sent me the wrong plant, do you want me to send it back? What do we need to do? And she tells me to keep it, and then sends me a bigger plant of the plant I ordered. All right. So if that's not law of attraction at its finest, I don't know what it is. So see it, feel it, live it. All right. So there's a lot of different techniques you can use, that we will touch base with as time goes. You know, like I said, comment down below. Tell me what you want to cover next. I'm excited to make these videos for you guys. But right now, I think we need to go ahead and get started into these abundance readings. And we're going to start with Aries. We're going right in a row down from Aries to Pisces. And I'll try to timestamp this for you guys. All right. All right. Wow. Mm. And we're going to start with the Oceans Index. Aries, Aries, guys, what direct messages do you have for Aries? Wow. I'm already getting loopy, you guys. Take control of your mind. That is the most direct message for you, Aries, is do not just allow your thoughts to be willy-nilly on things that you don't want to entertain and you don't want to see part of your future. All right. Because you can go there. You can create the Twilight Zone. This card to me is like when things get very bizarre, very unusual, offbeat, not where you're trying to go whatsoever. Okay, Aries. So know that if you're allowing your thoughts to be that bizarre, you can create that in your life if you haven't already. So let's let that go. Get some rest, Aries. Calm down. This is supposed to be fun. We all get so caught up into things, get so stressed out about life, and we forget to enjoy it. Get you some sleep. Think about what makes you happy. Spend some more time doing it. Think about the things that make you happy. If you can't go out and do it, visualize it, see it, live it, or see it, feel it, live it, right? Look at you. You're exhausted. The guys are saying, let that go. Take some more time for you. Stop comparing what you have to others. This you're creating that. So if there's some kind of lack thereof, it's because you feel like there's a lack thereof. And I'm giving some hard love, Aries. Okay. So don't get mad at me like I'm not doing this to myself. And I'm not trying to, whatever it may be. But there has to be some realization here, right? That you only have less than somebody else that maybe you're a little envious of, because you haven't manifested it. Okay, so you are capable of creating that abundance just as much as they are. All right. Wow, some of you are natural teachers. You inspire people. Tell people what you know. I feel like some of you are feeling called to let your inner I almost want to say guidance, that you want to just guide people into where they need to be and help them. And this is going to be a career change for a lot of you, isn't it, Aries? But this is where you're going to make the most money. Okay. This is where you're going to be in alignment with your true self and all that abundance is going to flow from. So if you've been entertaining an idea, know that that's your calling. That's what you're meant to do. And they're saying it is time for you to be the leader of your life. Be that teacher, lead others and show them what you're capable of. And until it's going to show them what they're capable of, because you're going to bring so much to the table through knowledge, experience. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be supporting people. So maybe it's not so much a teacher as a nurturer, maybe a counselor, something on the lines of that. And they're saying to listen to your inner guidance, trust more into you. Okay. I got talking to your angels, and I know a lot of you are not religious, but think of this as, messages coming from the other side to you in any form, that you're open to. If it's your higher self, the source, angels, whatever it may be, maybe even past or loved ones, they want you to let that worry go and follow your internal guidance. Take action towards all of this, because I see something's been weighing on you that you want to take that leap of faith on. So it's time, Aries. All right. So Aries, I hope that resonated with you. Either way, I'm always here for you. My link's right down below. Please don't hesitate to reach out for more detailed readings or read my ratings or ask me a question. I don't care. I love being here for you guys. All right. So we are moving forward to Taurus. Guys, what messages do we have for Taurus around law of attraction? calling in their abundance. Hmm. Okay, so some of you might have went without when you were a child, and that is keeping you like clinging to things. Not overspending. This is a past behavior. So I feel like this is almost something that was picked up in childhood. But something happened to you to where you're holding on to your money, your jewelry, your goods, whatever it may be. And consciously, this is kind of holding you back, you guys. You want to break free from this. And the reality of it is you got to spend money to make money, honey. If you're holding on to it, like you're not going to have more coming in, the universe is going to, match that. You're not going to have more coming in. So we have to have a little bit more openness with our money. Not saying we should, make faulty decisions. But we should feel a little bit more secure about spending money in ways that we enjoy life, maybe vacationing or time with a lover, whatever makes you feel passionate. It doesn't have to be for work. It doesn't have to be a business adventure and you feel guilty about it. You can take a little break for romance. This could be passion, but I think for a lot of you, you want to get some romance going on in your life. And you're like, oh, should I take that extra time and money to put into that? And the guys are saying, spend that money because that's going to let the universe know that you feel secure to do so because you're always abundance and abundance is always following you. All right. So that just kind of opens up the gateways, if you will, and puts you right in alignment of what you need to be thinking and feeling to keep creating more abundance. All right. So very beautiful, Taurus. I am loving to see that for you. You're a strong person. And I know that's probably true, Taurus, because every one of you I've met, you've been very strong, independent people that, seek security. Like you guys will work hard to make sure that, you have a good a foundation for yourself. Majority of you, I assume. So it says everything you experience in your life has made you strong and courageous as well. Okay. So that you're going to create more abundance, that you are abundance, and it's going to keep following you. So spend that extra money, take that leap of faith, and that's when you're going to see more money coming in. If there's something around children that you felt called to help them in some way, I feel like this isn't just having children. I mean, I guess it could, because that would be fulfilling a life purpose as well. But I took this more as being like a obstetrician or a teacher, something on the lines of that. But if that's, if that read, if that resonates with you, the guides are saying go for it. That's where you're gonna, feel your happiness, your fulfill your passion, and that's where you're gonna make good money as well. For others of you, you are a spiritual teacher. This has been something that you've been doing for a minute. Even if you're not doing it on a professional level, people are coming to you and you have been leading them. You're an old soul. And the guys want you to say, kind of just realize that about yourself, that you have the experience, you have the knowledge needed. So trust in yourself that you have the right energy and the ways of being to create what it is that you really want in life. So, wow, again, I'm liking seeing that. So, very, very beautiful Taurus. I'm always here for you guys. Click on the links down below to get a more personalized reading. All right, so we are moving forward to Gemini. Oh man, the cards are getting thick. Gemini, you went through some financial issues to where you feel like there's a lack of control. Maybe there's some kind of energy or entity, whatever it may be, that comes into play that can cause you problems that is out of your control. I can't express that enough. Um, you are doing really good, majority of you financially, but there is a concern, right? That you're going to mess everything up. Or it's not even that you are going to mess everything up. Let me change my wordings here, but that things are going to change for you, that it's not something that you're going to be able to control from happening. And you know that you should have trust and faith. You've been supported from the beginning. I feel like there's been a lot of, serendipity around money for you, where the universe has just really popped up and supported you out of the blue, kind of showing you what you're capable of and how much you're loved and supported from the universe, right? And you're feeling a little guilty about some financial decisions you've made. And, it's kind of weighing on you and keeping you from a leap of faith moving forward. Also, Gemini, if you've been wanting to make an advancement of some sort, maybe it's an investment with money, a new job, this is your time is to adventure forward. Look at this. More money to be weighed. You're paving new roadways. The compromise card shows you going into a new income bracket, you guys. So that's the good news here, is you are capable. So don't feel guilty about any past decisions. Take the learning lesson and get ready for new, Gemini. All right, very cool. Let's see what we got here. For Gemini. Wow, a lot of you are artists. Engaging artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting singing. I feel like one of you, this is a definite passion of yours, right? And you have a beautiful voice. It's strong. Strong voice. All right, so that's pretty specific. But what I am seeing is you guys just kind of let that energy flow from you in some artistic way, and that's where your money is going to come in. That's where your abundance is going to come in. It says your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So you're paving the way for others. Okay. I don't feel like this card is justice, like saying you're going to be a police officer, maybe for some of you, but I feel like, you're a role model. People are watching you and they're going to follow in your footsteps. Like, I can do this because he or she did this. So you're going to feel good about that. That's going to bring a lot of freedom in your life, emotionally and financially. All right. You'll be free to do whatever you choose. All right. Imagine the mindset that you would have to be in to have that amount of freedom. Right. That's no money worries. It's no worries about love. No worries about your next meal, whatever it may be, is letting it completely go, trusting in the universe. And that's what I see you bringing to the table, Gemini. So kudos to you. I love seeing that. All right. So we are moving forward to Cancer, guides. All right. We need some direct messages around abundance for Cancer. Hmm. You are a dreamer. That is what I'm seeing, Cancer, is that you are a dreamer. You're a master manifester, and you've seen it in your life. And something's happened that's gotten you to lack faith in yourself. Like you seen it, you felt it, and then you didn't live it, right? I got the nothingness card. I mean, let me show you this. I have the master card, right? Showing you mastering it, bringing all that energy to the table because you are a master creator. All right. And then here's you doing all that visualization, that daydreaming, and all the feeling of the amazing feelings that's going to give you, bringing it to the next level. And then you are hit with this. So you're like, what is this blockage? What is stopping this from being complete? Because you're feeling healed, right? Or you're soon to come to feel this way. You're feeling healed, but yet on the outskirts, trapped from what it is that you're really wanting. And I feel like it just hasn't came into play yet because you're wondering what is going on here, Cancer. Let it go. Like we talked about earlier, hand over your order to the universe, concentrate on something else. And before you know it, look at this, the Two of Cups. This is a coming together. This is something new coming in your life that's going to make you completely emotionally content, happy. And the inner voice says, this is meant to be. You've already thrown it out to the universe. They're just waiting for you to let it go so they can hand it over to you. All right. So, wow. Cancer doing a beautiful job. All right, guys. What other messages do we have for Cancer? There's something you're passionate about. And I don't know if this is something you're new at, you've been doing something for a while, but they're saying polish your skills by practicing regularly. And I feel like you could get a lot of abundance from this and a lot of happiness as well. This is something you really enjoy doing. They also want you to know that you're being protected. So I know a lot of you are not spiritual, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's beliefs in any way. But I feel like somebody or something from the other side is watching over you. They're protecting you. So this could be, the universe, source energy. This could be your guides. This could be angels, maybe past or loved ones, whatever you believe. Know that you are completely supported and you are safe in making a career change. So there's something you've been, oh, like, can I do that? Am I going to be okay? Is this going to bring me financial disaster? And even though I don't feel like, you need to take this leap of faith right now in the moment, but you need to be planning. You need to be practicing and polishing and getting ready to do exactly that, right? So it's a meant to be situation. Let's do some meditation, maybe do some yoga. Realize that you're being guided. You're being guided to make this decision. And it's in alignment with how you are wanting to live your life. And it's going to bring so much peace, so much happiness, and of course, abundance, Cancer. All right. So very beautiful. Cancer, please reach out to me. Let me know what you think of this reading. Make sure you're subscribing, liking. You can click on the link down below for a more detailed reading if you desire. And we are moving forward to Leo. Guys, what do you see? Leo. Time to reveal yourself, Leo. Not really sure what that means yet, but there's something you've been holding back from. This could be definitely be a passion. You're worried about what other people may think. You have manifested this, but yet are still not like it's there for the taking, Leo. Okay, so there's something that you really enjoy doing that you're hiding from others, or at least you're not bringing it completely forward, and just letting it flow completely from you, if that makes sense. You might be partially like maybe hinting to it, but you're wanting to go full blast, and you're just very maybe insecure, you're fearful what that could mean, if it could affect your career, and it might even affect your household in some manner to where you're worried about you might have to get a new home or something on the lines of that. So maybe, you have some things career wise that people might find questionable by being a tarot reader or something on the lines of that. And you've been dabbling with it, but you're also distrusting. I mean, I feel like, on a conscious level, you know that you have a lot to offer and you mean well and you shouldn't feel this way. But you have some underlining subconscious imprints that's keeping you from full force, putting yourself out there and following your dreams. And until you do, you're not going to see your complete abundance. You're going to make some money. I mean, whatever you're bringing to the table, you're creating, but you're not going to see it completely in this positive form, which is a lot of money, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. So yeah, bring it, Leo. That's what you need to be doing right now. Let's not worry about what people may think or what the outcome will be. Just follow your passions. All right, let's see here. Yeah, you are protected. Look at this. I feel like this is the overall message already today, probably for all 12 zodiacs, is that you guys are protected. So again, I don't know if you're religious, if you're spiritual, whatever it may be, maybe you believe in a higher power, maybe you believe in source energy or angels, guides, past or loved ones. Just know that you are being supported, that this is a move that you are meant to make. And it was probably decided before you even came into this plane. All right. So let's not worry about, how it's going to happen. Let's just think about how great it's going to be and start heading in that direction. Wow. So I got the exact same cards from the last reading. Okay. And I thought, man, that's a little weird. So I shuffled it back in, you guys, while I was talking to you, went to pull the next card, and it gave it to me again. So the overall message for you and this last reading, the Cancers, is to practice. Start putting into play what it is that you want. So start just full force moving towards this because you're protected in making the sleep. All right. So very cool. And the last card, look at this Oracle card. I knew this was going to be something offbeat like reading cards like me. So yeah, you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. All right, so don't let anybody hold you back from your power. Be like Miss G here and just let it flow. All right, very cool. So we are moving forward to Virgo. Guys, what do we see for Virgos? We need some direct answers around calling in abundance. All right. You are not consciously aware of all the negative thoughts that you have around money that's keeping you from guided situations, offerings coming into you from your higher power, maybe that were even set in place before you came into this plane. All right. So know, that I'm saying this from a place of love. So don't be like, she's saying I'm doing it to myself and get all, whatever with me. Okay. Because this is a message that you need to be hearing from the guides. And look at this. We got the consciousness card in the reverse form. And then we have the patience card in the reverse form. So maybe, maybe your parents lacked patience around money. Maybe there was always a money situation when you were growing up, and it's just a subconscious imprint pattern that you're living now, thought-based wise, that is definitely affecting you. The guys say you're capable of leaving this in the past, but you have to bring conscious awareness to this. You have to come into alignment of what really makes you feel passionate feeling wise, thoughts wise, action wise, and start creating all of that. Recreate what it is, not what your parents gave you by mistake that's holding you back from abundance, or a thought base you had when you were younger, unknowingly that's now affecting you. So it's time for you to do what you're guided to do. All right, Virgo. So that's the overall direct messages, is that we got some subconscious imprints here that we're not aware of. I would meditate. I would take some time. I'd be writing down all those thought bases, and emotions and memories that come up. And I'd release what we don't want to entertain anymore. Holy camole, you guys, this is getting crazy. And I can't believe I just said camole. Holy camole. All right, so I keep shuffling these cards and it just keeps coming up over and over again to where it's almost getting creepy. Like I'm about to take one of the cards, shove it in one spot and one other place and see what happens here, you guys, because we are on our third time in a row. These two cards coming up. And Leo, this last one here, I even stuck this protected one back in here, or this one back into the deck, reshuffled, and it came up again. So the guys are trying to tell all of you that you are protected, to start putting your plan, your passions into play. Look at this, practice, work out all the fine details. So I don't know if you're so much a beginner. I assume you're pretty talented, you're pretty passionate about what you do, but start working out all the fine details that you need to bring it on a professional level, and know that this was always meant to be. So you're protected. I don't know if you're spiritual, I don't know if you're religious, but you have energy coming from the other side in the form of your guides, your past over ancestors, angels, whatever it may be. They are watching over you, supporting you, and helping you get to where you need to be. All right, very cool. Very cool. I can't believe I keep getting the same cards. And I don't even know what that Oracle deck is, you guys. If one of you guys know, please comment. Tell me with this green deck that I've been working with over here, what it's called. I've had it for years. Definitely a beautiful deck. All right, so we are moving forward to Libra. Guys, we need some direct answers to Libras around manifesting abundance. What do you see? All right. The cards are thick. You're worried if you get off track from where you are now, money is going to slow down. That things are getting changed and it could even hurt your home in some manner, if not lose your home altogether. You feel like staying on path, dealing with your job. Because I feel like for the majority of you, you're not following a passion. You're working a job that, keeps a roof over your head and food in your belly, right? So the guides are kind of saying, you're kind of blending like, well, I'm taking the good with the bad, which is not a bad thing. I'm not knocking on that whatsoever, but they're also want you to know that that's not the case. You revealing your passions and chasing your passions is going to bring you more abundance. Okay. So you're letting some worrisome thoughts, maybe over a past situation or insecurities get in the way. And the guys are saying it's time for you to let that go, to shed away all these old ways of thinking. All right. Yeah, I see all this confliction. I actually got the schizophrenia card for you. And, this isn't about mental illness. It just shows that, you are battling with two different things, two different ways of being, and you're unsure what to do. If you feel like you should keep following the logical, or if you could do what, makes you feels good, what you're passionate about, what you enjoy. Very interesting. This is pretty direct. All right. So I have two cards here. And it says, I'm going to get to the second one first, and then we're going to get into this other one. But it says time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires, not what's logical, what feels good to you, what your inner voice is calling you to do. All right. Because that is what you are meant to do, not what's logical, not to just survive in this plane. You're meant to flourish. Okay. You're meant to live an exciting life. All right. So for a lot of you, they're saying that you're meant to do healing work through food, through culinary skills. How interesting is that? So for some of you Libra, it's time to up your game on knowledge around food, see how that falls into your life. And they also want you to know that your life purpose involves traveling. So this is really, kind of wild to me. I don't know how nutrition and, travel comes into play. Maybe you do, or maybe these messages are for two other people. But I do feel like for some of the Libras, I've read for recently that travel has definitely came on the play for them when it comes around work and career. That they're excelling, they're going places. So very cool. Know that you're on the right path. You're making good decisions. And even if you're not meant to be a chef or, maybe a nutritionist in some way, know that you are meant to eat healthy and things that the universe provides for you. And the last message, Libra, is to be meditating. Follow your internal guidance, not what's logical, not what's going to help you survive, but what makes you feel good, what makes you feel passionate, what you're in alignment with. All right, very cool. So we are moving forward to Scorpio. But no, if you want a more detailed reading from me, of course, you can always contact me from the links right down below. All right, Scorpio. Guys, what do we see for Scorpio? Give me some direct answers around abundance for Scorpio. Wow, we have cards flying out the deck. I feel like you guys have had some great success, right? For majority of you, you were to overcome some obstacles that seemed like a really bad negative event. You overcame some stressors, and I should turn these around, you guys, but they come in a negative form. To me, that's leaving air, right? So I'm trying to show you that this is an energy that is leaving. All right. So you came across some stressors, some negative events happened, but you became stronger because of it. You're a very passionate being and you broke through all of it. I would say for majority of you, you're already making good money. You're very passionate. You create new pathways. All right. And I don't feel like where you're at now, that's going to stop. As time goes, you're going to continue to create new pathways and you can feel comfortable in doing so. I feel like sometimes you're a little worried if you're overly confident, following your intuition. And the guides are saying, no, you do not have to be worried about any money slowing down. You can allow that playful energy to come up. And I'm saying passive income, you guys. That's what I'm picking up for Scorpios is passive income, something you enjoy doing. Look at this playfulness, right? This person feels alive and they're just letting their fire, their passion flow right from them. And that's where your money's going to come from. You're a master manifester and you already are aware of what you can bring to the table. Now you're just going to take it to the next level. So very cool, Scorpio. Love seeing that for you. Let's see. What other messages we have for Scorpio? You are embarking on a career change. All right. For some of you, I almost felt like there was an add-on. You're not really going to change careers, but you're adding on a new outlet. So whatever resonates for you. I also feel like some of you are speaking out more about your passions, and that's a good thing. And the guys are saying that is what is needed to bring that into fruition. But not just that, maybe, your new passion involves you confidently speaking in front of others. And it says, your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So maybe you're going to make some YouTube videos like me, who knows? But you're going to be telling the world about your passion. And for that, I am proud of you. And that is where your next level of abundance will resonate from. All right. Very cool, Scorpio. If you want a more detailed reading from me, please don't hesitate by clicking the link down below. We are moving through these awfully fast. Okay, so we are now on Saggies. Guys, what do we see for Sagittarians around abundance? Give me some direct messages right now. All right, for some of you, you're going to build a career with your spouse. All right, so that's the first message. That was very direct. Okay, that you have a partner that you're very committed with, and together you are going to create abundance. And that's yet to come into fruition. All right, I got the rightness card in reverse saying, maybe you guys have played with some ideas, but nothing is quite there to where, you're really like, oh yeah, this is where we're headed, right? No, the outcome of that is celebration, that you guys would make great business partners. You'll enjoy life together, and, you're going to make enough money in abundance that you have this time together to enjoy life. So that is really cool. And it's going to be a projection of your love, your hard work, and all your energy as the two of you, right? So it's just not you manifesting together, but it's the manifestation of your creation together. So it is going to be an overabundance, I guess you could say. I could see some of you guys really making a lot more money than you could ever imagine right here, right now. Yeah, look at this breakthrough. And you've had some things happen. It's taking you a while, and you manifested some things or did this or did that, and it just didn't come into play for you completely. And there's a little bit of a sulky energy, Saggies, like, yeah, I kind of manifested, I kind of created these things. But no, this is just a small percentage of what you really are going to do when you get into alignment and the two of you start working together. For you guys that resonates with, because I feel like somebody really needed to hear that message. At least one of you today. All right. For another one of you, it is time to spend your money. All right. Stop holding on to that money like no more is going to be created, because that's telling the universe that you lack abundance, that you need to hold on to that money. Right. So they'll give you reasons of why you would need to hold on to that money. They are saying to go on that adventure, Sagittarius. Get out of your normal area. If there was an adventure, a vacation of some sort, you were on a fence, like, oh, I can't spend the money on that. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. And you're going to make that money back and a lot more from the energy you're going to create from having that experience. I should have mentioned that in the law of attraction, you guys, like when we were talking about the tips earlier. Playtime is really important because that lets the universe know that we're abundant enough to have that playtime without worrying about money or worrying about this. All right. I am dropping cards, of course. Oh, all right. So let's see here. Again, something about travel, Saggy. So go on that trip, get out of your normal area. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I feel like this is something you've definitely been on the fence about. If there's a business adventure that involves travel of some sort, I would definitely be jumping on that. You're an energy healer, Saji. Your energy helps others. And it doesn't matter how you're doing it. I mean, you could be a Reiki master. You could be a tarot card reader. Maybe you're healing people with your beautiful voice through, hypnotherapy or singing. Singing is very healing, but you have a natural energy healing ability. And that is an important part of your life purpose. So some way, and you probably already know what this is, you feel it, or you've been already sharing it. This is where you are going to find your abundance, right? By sharing with others this energy healing in whatever form makes sense to you. All right, so very beautiful. We are moving forward to Capricorns. All right, shuffling these babies and picking up on energy around Capricorns. Guys, what do we see for Capricorns around abundance? Give me some direct answers right now. All right, guys, these cards are getting thick. You need to get out of the house. All right. I feel like for some of you, and this doesn't even have anything to do with this reading, but you're letting a past love affect you way too much, or a past situation that was heartbreaking to you. It's affecting you way too much. And now it's worked itself over into your abundance, if you will. And that might be very specific to one or two of you, but you're definitely holding back from sharing your passion, which is keeping you from your abundance. Look at this. We get the ripeness card, and it's in the reverse form. All right. It's in the reverse form saying, it's over here. It's waiting. It wants to be there enjoying life with you. But you aren't sharing the passion. You're not getting yourself in alignment to where you need to call in that. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's because you want your life to be different, right? In some way. And they're saying, get your adventurous spirit back. Start getting very creative. Let your imagination go wild with the different ideas that you can at least make passive income on the side from what you're already doing right now. And the possibilities are endless. That's what I'm seeing, Capricorn. I see that there's tons of possibilities for you to make more money. All right. This compromise card is about moving into a new category of income. So that is a possibility for you. A lot of it is just your mental thoughts. And I also see there's some guilt too, that you feel like you should be bringing more to the table than what you have. The majority of you just need to get out of the house. You need to start taking action. You've got yourself in a funk and it's just affecting your life all the way around. Yeah, career change. Or maybe even an extension of what you already do in a different way, right? But there's needs to be some changes to help you bring your passion back and bring your passion forward, right? Know that you are protected, that there's no time period coming up for you where you're going to have where you're going to have to lack thereof, or your family's going to have lack thereof because of some kind of decisions you made around career. It is time for you to put yourself out in a new level, maybe even go back to school, learn a new trade, or extend the knowledge on something that you already have. All right. So I feel like a lot of you Capricorns, the issue is you are in a funk emotionally. And once you come out of that funk and start detaching from that whole energy plane, that's when you're going to start seeing, or receiving, I should say, these messages from your higher self, your guides, whatever it may be, saying, hey, here's where your abundance is. This is what you need to be doing right now. So know that's going to come in the form of emotions, visualizations, and maybe even dreams. All right, we are moving forward to Aquarius. Guys, what do we see for Aquarius? We need some direct answers right now. For some of you, you need to slow down, right? I feel like you're all over the place. Oh, maybe I can make money doing this. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. No. Meditate, sit back, and let's see what you're passionate about. Look at this person, the creator of passion. But yeah, he's meditating and he's creating passion from within. So sit back, relax, because the guides are saying you are in complete opposite form of the energy of this card, which is glowing with the flow. All right. We need to bring that playful energy, that passionate energy forward. And that's where you're going to find your abundance. Whatever makes you passionate, what makes you smile and laugh. Every Aquarian I've ever met has the most amazing laugh and smile when they're feeling good. So career wise, whatever you're doing that does that, that is where you're going to bring your money in. All right. There was a negative past event that's made you feel guilty. And it might not even be guiltiness or just, don't thinking that you have what it takes. Again, you're cleaned from some past situation. And it could even be like what we saw for, I want to say it was Scorpio or Virgo. I don't know. Where, they have like some subconscious imprint from their childhood. So if you were struggling with money as, a child growing up in your family household, know that you have some patterns, some road maps in your mind on the ways of thinking and what you're capable of, all that goodness that are kind of weighing on you. I feel like more than anything is just become consciously aware of what your thoughts are, what it is you really want, and to go out and enjoy life, celebrate. You're too caught up in your thoughts and what could be, the positive, negative outcomes, right? We got to let that go, because when we're focusing on that, what happens, Aquarians, is that's going to manifest in your life. And we don't want that. We want that amazing abundance. Wow. Yeah. Have trust and faith in yourself and the universe. All right. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So you don't enjoy the life that you set up for yourself. And it's saying that the reasoning you're feeling this way, it's the universe trying to give you that push, let you know that it's time for you to move forward. Anytime we feel negative emotion, there's a reason for it, you guys. It's there to motivate us to upgrade to the next level. All right. All right. So moving forward to Pisces. Guys, what do we see for Pisces? Give me some direct answers right now. Oh, you are a daydreamer, Pisces. But let's make sure we're not daydreaming about bad scenarios or the possibilities of bad scenarios. Here's the thing about daydream is we could daydream amazing things that make us feel really good just as much as we could these negative things, but we get stuck in that pattern, right? So when you feel yourself doing that, and I feel like a lot of it you're unconsciously aware. I'd take some time just writing down everything that goes through your mind, bring some conscious awareness to it, and figure out what really is in alignment to what you really desire. Because Virgo, you are a manifester and you're a good visualizer, more likely too. And you can just really bring up those feelings of whatever it is you're thinking about, like you're really living it. And that's what is bringing this exhaustion into your life. So we got to refocus, realign, and really start thinking about what makes us feel good, what makes us feel alive, and what experiences do we want to live as time goes. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. As always, this has been fun. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and letting me know what you want this next reading to be about, you guys. I'm trying really hard to continue busting them out. And sorry, I think I got something in my tea. But anyhow, you guys have a good night. Mwah! Blessings and love to you.